Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of optical fibers, from light beams to blazing fast data. Ever wondered what makes them so powerful? Let's break it down in the simplest way. Let's get started. Let's firstly discuss, what exactly are optical fibers? Well, optical fibers are really thin and flexible strands, usually made of glass or plastic. They're just a little thicker than a human hair, super tiny. Now, the cool thing is, they're designed to carry light from one end to the other. It's like a tiny tunnel that light travels through. But here's where it gets interesting, that light isn't just light. It's actually carrying data. So, your internet, calls, and videos can all be transmitted as tiny light pulses inside these fibers. They're mainly used in fiber optic communication, which is how we get super-fast internet and long-distance data transfer. Compared to metal wires, optical fibers have some big advantages. They don't lose much signal, even over long distances. They're not affected by electromagnetic interference, so the signal stays clean and clear. And they support way more bandwidth, which means faster data speeds. You'll find optical fibers in all sorts of places, undersea internet cables, hospital equipment, and even in space communication systems. Now that we know what optical fibers are, let's talk about what makes them so special. Optical fibers have several powerful advantages that make them a top choice for modern communication systems. Let's go through these benefits one by one, and see why fiber is preferred over traditional copper cables. Let's start with the first benefit, increased bandwidth. Optical fibers can carry a lot more data than regular copper wires. Multimode fibers handle between 200 and 600 MHz per kilometer, and single-mode fibers can go beyond 10 GHz per kilometer. In comparison, copper wires manage just 10 to 25 MHz. So, if you want faster internet and long-distance communication, fiber is the better option, especially with single-mode fibers. The second advantage is immunity to electromagnetic interference. Unlike copper cables, fiber optics don't get affected by nearby electrical devices, machines, or radio signals. That means you get a clear, stable signal without interruptions or noise. Third, cost, size, and weight. Fiber cables are much lighter and thinner than copper. They take up less space, are easier to install, and for high volume or long distance data transfer, they can be more cost effective. That makes them a great choice for big networks or tight spaces. Now, the fourth benefit, lower signal loss. Fiber optics lose much less signal strength over distance than copper wires do. This means you can run longer cables without needing as many repeaters or boosters to keep the signal strong. The fifth one is safety, no sparks or short circuits. Since fiber cables don't carry electricity, there's no risk of them sparking or shorting out. That's super important in places like fuel stations or chemical factories, where even a small spark can be dangerous. Sixth, better security. Fiber optic cables don't give off radio signals, and they're very hard to tap into without being detected. That makes them ideal for secure communication, like in banks, military, or government use. The seventh benefit is grounding, or rather, not needing it. Because fiber has no metal, it doesn't conduct electricity. So, there's no electric shock risk, and you don't need complex grounding systems like with copper cables. And finally, the eighth advantage, electrical isolation. With fiber, you can connect to systems even if they have different electrical voltages. It keeps them electrically separate and prevents issues like voltage mismatch or ground loops. So, those were the key reasons why optical fibers are so powerful and widely used, from high-speed internet to secure and safe communication. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more tech insights. See you in the next one.